This blog edition starts off at the airport for a much-anticipated trip. That's my niece, Ariana. She just got done working the canneries in Dillingham, and we're off to Kodiak.
All right, heading out to Kodiak. Haven't been there since 1994, salmon season, reunion time.
I did a long stint at the seafood processor in Kodiak 15 years ago. Haven't been back since. So I'm pretty stoked. Kodiak might be one of the most unique places in the entire state. As soon as we got off the airplane, Karen from Kodiak Adventures Unlimited took us for a ride because she'd heard a rumor that a bear was on the fringes of town, and that rumor was substantiated. And then it got a little closer, and a little bit closer, and then a lot closer, and then close enough to answer the big question, why did the bear cross the road? The bear really just wanted some fish for dinner, which he did manage to find, but he kind of got a little bored and decided to check things out. And that's when things got a little interesting. Suddenly that bear got a little bit close for comfort, and keep in mind, there's no fence between us, just a stream. It's right about here where I started thinking we could become a news story, but he got bored.
It's like, where can I go where there's no people?
Heading into town, I saw something pretty familiar.
That's the Pacific Princess.
The Pacific Princess was the Love Boat. But something even more familiar was just down the road, but that's for later. Dake from Memory Makers was about to take us on a tour of the island, but I had him stop at the Kodiak Island Brewing Company so I could pick up some Sarah Pale Ale.
Same page.
Been waiting for months to put this growler in my collection.
It went to the Supreme Court.
Dake gives us the rundown on Kodiak, the history, the facts, the politics, and he gives us a run up to Pillar Mountain, which has an incredible view and some amazing wind turbines. Believe it or not, my niece who's with me, Ariana, turned 1 year old in Kodiak. Her parents used to work at the same plant that I did. After Pillar Mountain, we went to Fort Abercrombie. It was on the front lines of America's domestic defenses during World War II. After seeing what they had there, it made me realize this island would have made a formidable opponent, kind of like this dog.
I'm not worried about yours. He's grumpy.
My niece had been working in Dillingham for the last 6 weeks, and I figured it was time for Uncle Scott to make sure she saw something more of Alaska than just the inside of a bunkhouse. And even decades after the fact, this place was still impressive.
These litter the islands. They're everywhere.
As we made it deeper into the island, my meteorological instinct started telling me to look to the skies. And then, as if on cue, we saw an amazing rainbow that stretched clear across the bay, and the colors, well, they were intense. Even our local host made sure to document the event. The first white settlers here were Russian immigrants back in the 1700s, and their influence can still be seen in the town to this day. After the tour, Dake took us to the Cliff House B&B. The first order of business, take out food on the deck. Such a great start to a weekend deserves a toast.
Kodiak.
Here's to Kodiak.
The Cliff House B&B is walking distance from downtown, and one of its owners, Marion, has quite a green thumb. I mean, quite a green thumb. We're joining them for a dinner cruise tomorrow night, and these are on the menu. And maybe some M&Ms for dessert, too. But for now, it's time to wind down, relax, head off to bed, because, well, Uncle Scott's tired. In the morning, what's the first item on the agenda? Yep. The second? You got it. Marion makes her own pastries and leaves them for you with a smile for when you get up in the morning. It's a really nice touch. And speaking of morning, it's 10 minutes to 8 and Ariana's not up yet. I'm a bad uncle. But I'm also a hungry bad uncle. One that has been looking incredibly forward to the morning's activity. Our morning activity is a bear viewing flight with Kodiak Adventures Unlimited. You can do a lot more with them than just a bear viewing flight. We're here to be fitted for waiters for our trip. Mine look kind of sexy.
This will be fun then.
Yeah, I got it going on.
And this is a perfect day. It was raining like crazy for the past couple of weeks, and you guys came for the sunshine.
Crossing over to our launch pad on Near Island, I saw a patch of green that I used to walk to and spend hours just decompressing after working at the plant. It's going to be nice to do something on Kodiak besides just put fish in a can. And believe me, this is exponentially better than putting fish in a can. That's Bob Stanford there. He's the owner of Island Air. And Island Air has offered to take us on a very exciting trip. We are in for one heck of a bear encounter. That encounter will take place in part 2. But don't go anywhere. I know where you live. Actually, I don't.